you go.
Hi, my name's Vivian. I'm here this morning to demonstrate to you just how easy it is to tap away a craving. Now, we all know that when we're trying to diet, trying to lose weight, one of our biggest enemies is that emotion of craving. We only have to see somebody with a packet of chips. Oh, yes, I forget what you guys call these. Chips, the cheesies, any of the Mars bar, Snickers, these Reese pieces. And usually, as soon as you see them, you just have to eat them. Now, I'm assuming today that you're in a situation where right now you have a craving. If not, I want you to try and tune in to the last time you had a craving. Now, if you can do that and bring mentally into your mind the feeling that you had last time you had a craving, or note the feeling that you've got now if you have a craving, what I want you to do is measure the amount of that craving on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 means you're not craving at all for something sweet or salty, and 10 or 25, of course, means you could eat all these straight away and you still wouldn't be satisfied. So just note your craving, the amount on the scale that has brought to your mind, and we'll work from there. Now, when working with EFT, we're actually tapping on acupuncture points on our body to help to remove the blockages in our energy system that have caused the negative feeling or craving that we get when we are around food. So first of all, I'll show you what the points are. And the first point is what we call the karate chop point. And the karate chop point is where we put in the setup or the phrase explaining why we're doing the tapping in the first place. That's the point on your hand just there between your little finger and your wrist on the outside of your hand. And the second point is what we call the eyebrow point. The eyebrow point is right here at the beginning of your eyebrow, so when you're tapping you can actually feel the hairs of your eyebrow just there. And we're tapping about 7 times in each spot. The second point is on the outside of the eye, and it's right there, if you watch where I'm tapping, on the side of the eye, on the bone, right there. Back here is not right. It's got to be here on the side of the eye. The third point is under the eye. Right here, under the pupil, on the bone, on your cheek. Just right there where I'm tapping. The next point is under your nose. And it's there between your top lip and your nose, just tapping gently. The next one is on your chin. Now, it's not on the point of your chin. It's in the groove of your chin, just under your lip. So that's the point we're looking for. The next point is called the collarbone. Now, the collarbone point is located around here on this bone, which is sort of close to, next to where a man would knot his tie. But just to be sure we get the right spot, I usually use my fist. And I just pound very lightly there on my chest, on my collarbone, just to make sure that I'm hitting the right spot. So that's the next one. The next one is rather odd, and you tend to look like a monkey, but it doesn't matter. We want to lose weight here. The next one is under your arm. If you're a man, it's level with the nipple. If you're a lady, it's sort of where your bra goes across, under your arm there, just not up in the armpit. It's lower down. So you're tapping there. And the last point is on top of your head. So there, that's all the points that you need to know. And when you're using EFT, these are the only points that you really need to know when you're using EFT for anything. In this case, we're using it for weight loss, and so the demonstration I will give is for why we're using it for weight loss. So, okay, we'll go straight away now into the demonstration, and if you tap along with me, tapping along with me is essential because you're borrowing the benefits of learning the method at the same time as having the method work for you. So that's a double bonus you get there. You're not only learning the method by repeating it, but you are having the method work because it works that quickly. So if you've noted your number on your scale of 0 to 10 of what your craving is, whether it be for a Mars bar or something sweet, or whether it be for chips or peanuts or something salty. Write down that measurement and we'll start from there. So we start with the phrase saying, even though I have this craving for, and if you chose a Mars bar, then you'll say a Mars bar, or if you chose potato chips, you'll say potato chips. You put whatever your choice of craving is in that point in the sentence. So you say, even though I have this craving for a Mars bar, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And now we repeat that 3 times, all the time while we're tapping. And so we say, even though I have a craving for this Mars bar, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this craving for this Mars bar, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this craving for this Mars bar, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Now I want you to take 2 or 3 fingers on each hand. I use these 2 fingers, it's easier for me. And we tap around the points that I just showed you a while ago. And we'll start here, and this time the phrase that we use is just a reminder phrase of what we tapped in here. So this time I just say, craving a Mars bar, or you put in whatever the thing is that you're craving. And we tap here while we're saying it. Craving a Mars bar. And on the side of the eye, craving a Mars bar. Repeat your statement again. And under the eye, craving a Mars bar. And under the nose, craving a Mars bar. And on the chin, in the groove of the chin, craving a Mars bar. And on your collarbone, craving a Mars bar. Underneath the arm, craving a Mars bar. And on top of the head, craving a Mars bar. Now I just want you to note something that just happened then, and it is very likely it will happen for you too. Did you notice that I released a big sighing breath after one of those tap? I think it was here I was tapping. I released a big sighing breath. Now the release of that breath is an indication that you have released something in your body's energy system. So if you find yourself sighing or yawning or perhaps even coughing or tears coming to your eyes, anything that's a form of relief, you'll know that you have moved something as you're doing that tapping. Now I want you just to tune back into your craving. Note the number that your number first was. Tune back in and imagine that you've been handed a Mars bar or a packet of chips, whichever the thing is that you were craving. And tell me now, where on that scale of 0 to 10 is that craving? Is it still at a 10 or a 25? Or has it come down? I just realised I said tell me. You can't tell me, you'll just have to note it down for yourself. So note down and note that whether the number has come down on the scale. I'll be very surprised if it hasn't, but if it's only come down a little way, then we do another round of tapping. And this time we change the words slightly. We say, even though I still have a little bit of a craving for that Mars bar, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I still have a little bit of a craving for that Mars bar, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I still have a little bit of a craving for that Mars bar, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And now this time we say, slightly different, remaining craving. 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 Now again, I want you to just take a deep breath, tune back into your craving and notice, has it completely gone? Has it come way down on the scale? If it has completely gone, wow, I've just demonstrated to you how powerful this technique can be. And in most cases, this is how quickly it happens. If it's still there a slight bit in your number, if you've still got a small number on your scale, then do another round of the tapping following those points. Now, if I've outlined all these points and the whole method in my book, which you can obtain through my website, and I go into great detail as to how to use this method through the entire process of going from the overweight that you are now to the slim person that you want to be. It's an amazing breakthrough process. It's an amazing method to use that you can use every day of your life, 3 or 4 times every day of your life. And in fact, when I learnt this method from Gary Craig, he pointed out the most important thing when you're doing EFT is repetition. Repetition, repetition, repetition. You can never do it too much. So for today's demonstration, I hope that's been of help. If you need more information, go back to my website. It is all outlined in my book, and I'll be offering classes in the new year where you can come to my website and do the classes with me so that we can follow through on the progress of your weight loss and have it happen just as you would love it to happen. So thanks for your attention today. I hope I've been of help to you, and hopefully I'll see the new Slim You in the new year. Thank you.